Hey, my name is Steve. I'm with Date with F8 Photography, and today we're going to be giving you a little bit of a tutorial about how to do some long exposure portrait work. You're going to need a few things, a few special tools, one being just a regular standard flashlight, and the other is a light painting brush. Now this one is from lightpaintingbrush.com, and I'm not sponsored by them, but they have a great product, and it's the one that I use and go to when I want to do this type of work. And so stick around, we're going to talk about how to do it, why we do some of the things we do as far as the outcomes are concerned, and give you a couple of different examples of how we actually use these brushes to change the textures and look on each of the portraits. Change the colors and the lights because just on its own, as you're going to be able to see, the light comes through just plain white. And so what we want to do to make this interesting is we want to change the colors coming out of here, but in random orders. So we're going to take these little pieces of color gels, film, and we're going to do just that. And so all you need is some color gel film and some Scotch tape. And then you can set it up in a whatever kind of pattern that you want to see as far as color palettes are concerned. So we're going to do purple, and we're going to do orange and red and yellow in varying degrees. So this is what that looks like. And then you tape it over here like so. And that is going to give you your color gel profile. Okay, so now that we've done the different colors in the back, you're going to see the front now change to those colors. So this is what we're going to use to paint our model with. Okay, so today we're going to be working with Elizabeth.
Hello.
She is a model, has a modeling page, and she is also the owner of the studio that we're in today, which is Beyond Boundaries Studios in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. So a couple of precursors. When you're doing this type of shoot, there very much has to be a conversation and an agreement about the understanding of what's going to happen in the shoot, because you will get in each other's personal spaces, and it's very important that they understand, know, and are okay with that.
Absolutely.
So I'm wearing all black, as you can see, except for a little logo. There's a reason for that, and when we turn the lights off, I want to be as invisible as possible, and so darker colors often allow that to happen a little easier.
And for myself, I am in a bunch of nude skin color lingerie because usually, last time we did this all nude, but of course, in order to be able to teach you guys something, we have to play it a little bit safer today.
We have to be family friendly on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And so, without further ado, we're going to start getting into this. The one thing I do want to say is we're going to show you what to do and some of the things not to do, because if you're not experimenting, you're not learning, and if you're not learning, you're not making mistakes. And the only way to get to that end result is by failing, right? So we're going to show you a few things to try and avoid if possible, and we'll go from there. So one of the things you want to make sure is to stand off to the side. You don't want to be in the camera's viewpoint. Otherwise you're blocking your subject and it won't work for you. So we're going to start by painting. Okay, and this is what that looks like in camera without any editing.
Ooh. Check out the detail on the face, guys. And that's only shot one. Let's see what else we can do.
Sweet. Oh, this is harder in the dark. Where's my light? Oh my God. Okay, so we're on to shot number 2, and what we wanted to show you this time was what happens when the model moves mid light wand painting. And what you can see now is the face is not clear. So it actually looks like a skeleton or a ghost.
Oh, that's very blurry.
So
Looks like a monster's face. Like my nose just turned into a cat face.
So what happens when the model moves? Wherever it painted light initially and then goes back over it again on the paint side of the light, it's going to double expose that section and it's going to get all weird.
It almost makes it look like a melting candle. Hey?
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what happens when the model moves even slightly through a shoot. Now we're going to show you what happens when you get in the way of a part of the shot when you're light painting. Okay, so now I'm going to block part of this shot that I'm light painting. In this, for educational purposes, I purposely blocked the view or the lens from seeing Elizabeth's left arm. And if you zoom in on it, you can see that everything is perfect. Elizabeth did an awesome job staying perfectly still. But there's no arm. So just be mindful that when you're painting your subject, that you are not positioning or putting your body in the way of the lens, so that when you're shooting, the lens has full sight lines to whatever you want to see in that image.
What's next now, Steve?
So next is we're going to show you a combination of different ways that you can use the light wand to give you different textures and looks within the photo itself. And that is, as you've seen in the first one, was the brush strokes as you see it. That's exactly self-explanatory. But the second way is it almost looks like a splatter of light. And in conjunction with each other, it has this really cool nebula or space kind of look to it. I recently won an award with a photo that did just that, and I will show you that right here. Okay, so now we're going to use both methods, the painting method and then the blotching method, and you're going to see what that looks like in the end. And that's a wrap. I hope you guys have learned a lot, and I hope you've experimented. A couple of things I want you guys, if you do take some of these photos, drop them down below, a link to where you posted them, whether it be on Instagram or wherever, and I want to go look at them. And I hope you had fun, and here's a sneak peek to what's coming next.